Welcome to In Edina, a program about the people, places, and activities all in the city of Edina. I'm your host, Lillian McDonald. We bring you this program from the beautiful Crave restaurant in the Galleria. And it's appropriate. We're here to talk about food and wine. The Taste of Edina is going on this year. Joining us to talk about that, President for Edina Chamber of Commerce, Ari Larson-Manty, and also Liquor Operations Director, Steve Grousman. Welcome.
Good to be here.
Great place, isn't it?
Oh, it's fabulous, fabulous.
It's getting really exciting. The spring is in the air.
Yep.
There's going to be goodies everywhere at the Taste of Edina. Well, when is it this year, first
It's
of all?
May 13th, and we're at Centennial Lakes in the Centrum building. Come rain or shine, we'll be there. And we'll probably have 17 to 20 of our restaurants who are located in Edina, well, actually, and out of Edina, as long as they're chamber members.
And it's a big event, heavily attended.
Very.
So get there when you can and learn a lot, right?
Definitely. There's lots of wine, probably 60 to 70 different wines, 20 or so beers, and that's what we're there for, to educate the customers on food and wine.
I love going to taste. First of all, I love food, so it's kind of fun to taste all the new
good thing.
recipes. And I like to learn about wines. It's kind of an interesting new hobby, just where they come from, what goes with which food, and what. Do you think this is something that's going on? It's kind of more of a trendy thing?
I think so, yeah. You're seeing more and more of these taste events going on, and I think people like sampling food and wine and pairing it together and in a social atmosphere, and it just works well.
Yeah,
So.
and I wonder too if in these economic times, if people are eating out a little less, but taking the ideas into their own kitchen.
I would agree with
You
that.
know, and it takes
Definitely.
time to learn all
Absolutely.
of these things.
And this is a great way in these times, especially to showcase our restaurant members. I mean, it gives them an opportunity to let people say, oh, I want to go back to Crave, or I want to go back to wherever they're sampling and see what the rest of their menu is. So hopefully we're giving that opportunity as a chamber to our businesses as well. And of course, the business of selling liquor at
Wine.
Edina.
Yep.
And I want to ask a lot of questions too, like what did you put in that?
Absolutely.
And why? And what if I did it like this, and why not?
Everyone who participates, from the distributors to our chefs, love doing that.
And
They
how to
love
pick
talking.
out which wine.
And that's a great point. You can have the food right there, and you can say what wine goes with this food, and we've got plenty to choose from. So you can pretty much match up whatever food you're having with a wine or beer.
So if you're brand new to entertaining, this is a great place for you. If you're also experienced, this is a great place for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We've got some serious wine tasters that come to this event. You can just tell how they hold their glass and smell, and
It's quite
it
a
brings
learning.
quite a
It's
crowd.
quite a learning process.
And we have good pricing on the products. So we've got some real nice items that we are tasting at the event. So
Yeah, the Edina Liquor Store is having a sale too around
we
the
are,
event, right?
yeah. Starting May 10th, running through May 29th, we'll have a spring sale on liquor, beer, and wine. We'll have catalogs that'll be put out, and but there'll be featured wines from the taste in there. So
What I like to do is plan ahead a little bit. You know, if you're going to entertain something at the holiday season, now's the time to start experimenting.
Absolutely.
You know, try those menus on a few times before Christmas gets here.
Yep, be prepared.
Just to make sure it's ready to go.
Oh, yeah. And going into summer, this is a great time to find new recipes to barbecue and entertain all year long. It's a fun opportunity.
What's new this year?
What's new this
New and
year
different.
is that we're going to be advertising a lot more, which we're very excited about. We just got together last week and are planning some great advertising. So look in the Sun Current, look in the liquor stores, look online at the chamber. What are we doing new with you guys that we're excited about?
Well, the big thing is you'll be able to buy tickets for the event at the Edina liquor stores this year.
Oh, okay.
So,
How much are tickets?
Tickets are $30, and with a $5 coupon, you can save $5, so it'll be $25 after with the coupon. That will be available at the Edina liquor stores.
Do you have any idea what kind of attendance you get at an event like this?
We tell restaurants to prepare for 500, and we're usually pretty close to that.
Wow.
And we're also excited. This is the second year that you're going to have, as he mentioned, Mirassou, that beautiful glass to take home. So that's kind of great. Maybe start a collection in each year that you've been there. So we're
you've
excited
got a
about
little
that.
takeaway.
Oh, you do.
And we'll have Steve Mirassou from Mirassou Winery
Oh, cool.
at the event, and he'll be there. And then also after the event on Friday, he'll be signing bottles at the store. You
Cool.
can go on
And
your
you'll
way.
never open it, right?
I haven't opened up mine yet, I got to tell you.
Yeah.
I'll see you both there. Thanks so much
you.
for all your
Thank
work
you.
putting this together. It's a great event. Taste of Edina starting May 13th
Exactly.
through the
There you
weekend.
go.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
there's good food, fun, wine, and beer at the Taste of Edina. And joining us to talk about Summit Brewery, a local brewery in town, is Carrie Matthews. Welcome. We appreciate you joining us on the program. You're a marketing coordinator?
Yes.
For Summit?
Uh-huh.
And located in St. Paul, right?
Yes.
How did it get started?
Our founder, Mark Stutrud, was in the 80s living in St. Paul and not super excited about the lack of choice of beer back in the 80s. He really wanted a beer that was influenced by European styles, full flavor, color, and aroma. And since it wasn't out there, he decided to start up a brewery himself.
Wow. And that's in the 80s?
Yep.
And it's been going gangbusters ever
Yeah,
since.
we've had great growth every year. We've expanded to 15 states now, but Minnesota is still our home base in the metro area.
And
for
you'll
sure.
be at the Taste of Edina,
Yep.
featuring all the different samples. How many different beers are there?
We make 11 different beers if you include our new Unchained series, our limited release series.
What does this mean, unchained?
Unchained. Well, this is an opportunity. We have 6 full-time brewers who are the guys actually making the beer, and this is a chance for each brewer to choose his own style. So the current one we just released is our India Rye Ale by brewer Mike Lundell, and it's a nice hoppy beer. Rye is not a traditional ingredient to be used in beer, but it gives it a nice spicy, kind of smoky taste. But his signature is actually on every bottle.
Oh,
so.
let's see that. So these are the brew guys. I'll just
Yeah.
call them. They're kind of like scientists in a lot of ways, right?
A little bit. There's certainly science. There's also some physical labor. It's a kind of a combination of the two.
And so this is Mike's actual signature here on
Yep.
the label.
Goes in
so a
every
little bit of pride
package.
goes into the packaging.
Yep, we're going to do 3 of these a year, and we have 6 brewers, and we'll probably start over because it's been really popular. It's a great chance to do something a little different.
So you're going to showcase this beer at,
For sure.
at Taste. And
Yeah.
of course, you got to bring your bestseller.
Yes.
And the bestseller is?
The bestseller is the Extra Pale Ale. This is the very first beer we ever made back in September of 1986, and it's still by far our best-selling beer.
What sets it apart? I mean, there's a lot of ales.
Well, I think it has a lot to do with when we got started because there wasn't a lot back in the
Okay.
80s. And so we really set a precedence for quality and consistency, and it's just a great, well-balanced beer, but still has a lot of flavor.
Okay. And the 2 others that you plan on having at Taste?
This is our Horizon Red Ale. This is actually our newest year-round beer. We came out with this last spring, and this is a great beer. It's got a lot of hop flavor and aroma, so it gives it a nice citrus quality, a little bit of action on your tongue, but it's still well balanced. I mean, that's really what we want to maintain at Summit is
You don't want to
good-
have a aftertaste.
Yeah, it's got a nice clean finish, and it's just got this great sort of grapefruity element to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a little bit of sweeter beer, sort of. And then the blue one on the end.
That's our India Pale Ale, and that's been around for a while, and some similarities to the Horizon Red and the Extra Pale Ale, but just kind of a different kind of bitterness from the hops, kind of a more spicy hoppiness.
So lots of ingredients that go in, and all made by the brewer guys, we call them. And you have 11 different flavors all told, right? And you have the seasonal flavors as well, and that's popular too.
Yes, yeah, we have a Winter Ale, Maibach for spring, and a Hefeweizen for the summer, and an Oktoberfest for the fall. Those are definitely very popular.
What does it mean for a local brewery to be part of local events?
Oh, it means everything. I mean, even though we've expanded to 15 states, right here in the Twin Cities and surrounding suburbs is definitely where we do most of our business, and we really believe in a sense of community and communicating and having fun and playing and donating and all those things. So it's really important to be at these kind of events.
Well, Carrie, thank you very much. We'll see you at the Taste for bringing the beers, at least a sampling of half the selections that you make, including the bestseller.
Yes.
All right. Eden Avenue Grill is just one of many restaurants at Taste of Edina this year, and joining us to talk about what's on the menu, Ken Johnson, owner. Welcome. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Looking forward to the event coming up, getting ready.
We are.
Do we dare tell everybody? What are you thinking about serving?
I think we're going to serve a pasta dish this year. Last year we served just a soup dish, but I think we're going to do pasta and then a dessert, perhaps carrot cake.
Let's look back. You guys have been around for a long, long time, located on Vernon Avenue, right?
Correct.
All right, kind of right off by the Eden Avenue area.
All right.
And Eden Avenue Grill it's a name change historically, right? Tell us about that.
We decided, I think it's about 12, 14 years ago, to get a liquor license that Edina was offering, and we decided a name change was appropriate at that time. We wanted to focus more on the evening business, and we changed the name, and
It's worked out pretty well.
it's worked out well.
Formerly known as the Pantry.
We were the Pantry restaurant for 19 years, and we serve breakfast and lunch and dinner, and we do the same at the grill.
But you consider yourself really a part of the community, not only because you've been here for a long time, but even your chef is from Edina.
Correct. Bruce has been with me for almost 33, 34 years. So.
Okay. What's on the menu at Eden Avenue? What can we expect on a day-to-day basis? What makes you different, unique?
We have specials. We have a chalkboard in front of the restaurant where we feature specials every evening. We have a comfort food every evening. We have a fresh pasta dish every evening, and we also feature fish. We have 2 to 3 fresh fish every evening, walleye, salmon, and the likes of. So.
Wow. And you offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Correct.
Right.
We're not so much a destination restaurant as we are a neighborhood grill. So.
Why is it important to go to Taste of Edina? You enjoy it. You're a repeat restaurant.
I think it's always good to participate in anything local, and we feel the last several years we've attended that we've met a lot of new people, and there are businesses there are new people, and as well as a lot of our regular customers we seem to run into. So it's a fun event, and it's always good to stay out there and remind folks that we're still there.
Yeah, that you're there. You've been there for a long time.
That's right.
And you also take feedback from your customers pretty seriously.
Absolutely. We try and listen to them. I think being an independent, we have flexibility where we can feature, or even we've had customers recommend dishes, and we've featured them on our chalkboard in the evening. So
restaurant business is open all the time. You're open 7 days a week. How do you keep that going? How do you keep it fresh?
Well, I am not necessarily there 7 days a week, but we're open 7 days, and it's a challenge, and being that we're open for the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But we enjoy it. Obviously, we enjoy it, or we wouldn't do it.
Yeah, you've been in business a long, long time. Eden Avenue Grill. Thank you very much. You'll be at the Taste. We'll be sampling probably pasta, although the menu item could change. You have until the last minute to change,
probably,
right?
And the carrot cake, of course, which is
That's
excellent.
right. You're famous for your desserts.
We have a lot of homemade desserts that we make on premises, and that's one of our best, I would have to say.
Grab some carrot cake and a little taste
got
at
it.
Edina. Thanks so much for joining us, Ken.
You're welcome.
Mirassou Wines is the feature at this year's Taste of Edina. Joining us to talk about the wines and the event, Dale Cochran, Fine Wine Sales Manager for Johnson Brothers Liquor Company. Welcome to Edina.
Hello.
And thanks so much for bringing the featured wine to the Taste.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate it. Tell us about the family, the Mirassou family.
Absolutely. We're very excited as this is our second year, and we are renowned for America's oldest winemaking family, over 150 years in California. And we're very excited to also have the Pinot Noir as one of the best-selling Pinot Noirs in the country. And we are responsible for bringing the Pinot Noir cuttings from France. We have 6 generations behind us from a winemaking family perspective. And currently, David Mirassou and Steve Mirassou are family members keeping the tradition alive and well in 2010.
And Steve Mirassou is actually coming to the event.
Yeah, we're very excited to have Steve Mirassou, a wonderful family individual that's been here. He'll be 2 years in a row coming to the event, and he'll be the featured speaker during the Taste event.
So you have an opportunity to talk to somebody who really, really intimately knows about wines, top to bottom. You brought the Pinot Noir, the sample here. The 2 things about it. Number 1, you're also giving out wine glasses at the Taste, and it's going to have the Mirassou logo on the wine glasses. And you have 7 different wines, is that right?
That's correct.
What all's offered?
Yeah, we have a wide variety of offerings. And Mirassou is a very affordable a wine for the everyday consumer. It retails roughly $12, $13 at an everyday price point. And the Pinot Noirs you could see, we're very proud of this Pinot Noir. It's America's #1 selling Pinot Noir. We have a Chardonnay that has real tropical style notes, great food-friendly wine. And David Mirassou really tries to emulate the fact that if the wine is actually be able to be poured at restaurants, it's a showcase wine that doesn't try to affect any of the food and wine pairings. So most of the wines can be very clean, crisp, acidic wines, not overly oaked with Chardonnay. Pinot Grigio has nice tropical flavors. We have a nice sweeter style Riesling, and of course a Cabernet and Merlot offering as well. So we thought we'd feature the Pinot Noir here today and discuss all the wines.
And that's what's important about wine selection, is that you want something to complement, not overpower any menu item.
Correct. That's correct. And I think one of the nice offerings is that, because of the 7 different types of wine within the Mirassou line, there really is a wine that a consumer can find, whether it's a Cabernet or the Pinot Noir or the Chardonnay, to pair with different styles of food, such as fish or chicken would be kind of a lighter fare with the Pinot Grigio or Sauvignon Blanc, or even the Chardonnay, and maybe even a salmon, if you will, to pair with the Pinot Noir, and a steak with some of the Cabernet and Merlot.
Now, this being a challenging economic times, the wine industry has also been impacted by some of this, but Mirassou has held strong in part because it's affordable and approachable, right?
Yeah, I think with today's economy, people are looking for value, okay? And Mirassou wines are a great affordable opportunity, again, retailing right around $12. And again, I think in today's competitive environment, when people are looking for value, wines on sale, there are great values, really not only with Mirassou, but any of the different wines that Edina does carry within the fine wine bottle shops.
Right. So you are the featured wine at Taste of Edina, and also the feature of the month at Edina liquor stores, right?
Yeah, we're very excited for 2 years in a row to have, again, Steve Mirassou coming in as a featured speaker. We are the featured wine at the Taste event, and throughout the entire month of May, Mirassou, all the Mirassou wines will be featured in the Edina liquor stores.
Wonderful. Well, cheers to you, Dale.
Thank you
so much. Looking forward to the taste.
All right, thank you.
Well, each month we take time to recognize a volunteer or an act of kindness that makes a difference in Edina. This month we feature a program called Crave Cares. It's designed by Crave Restaurant as a way to give back to the community. It takes a lot of ingredients to cook up a menu that'll satisfy hearty appetites.
It also has aged cheddar, polenta, sautéed spinach.
At Crave Restaurant, the recipes are fresh, the wine selection vast, and the atmosphere comfortable for special or casual dining.
Well, we started obviously our first location here in Edina, and our plans are to continue to grow the concept.
But food isn't the only recipe for success at Crave. It also calls for giving back to the community, and a host of nonprofits benefit by what's on the menu through a program called Crave Cares.
Giving back to the communities that have been supportive of Crave is something that we've taken very seriously.
Each month, staff and managers feature one or more charities on the menu, raising awareness and money for causes like the American Heart Association, Red Cross, and the Humane Society.
We might develop an actual menu that's specific for the charity itself, and proceeds from those items specifically go back to the charity.
Sushi, pizza, and salads help raise funds for children needing life-altering surgeries. And Kids Cafe gave young cooks a chance to work with a Crave Restaurant top-notch chef. Proceeds from dishes made by Kids Cafe raised hundreds of dollars for at-risk families.
It was a very big treat for them to actually be able to work behind the line and actually see how it's all put together and develop the menu items.
In addition to menu specials, Crave Cares donates gift certificates, wine tasting classes, silent auction items, or event catering. How much charities benefit varies, but all earn a piece of the profits from patrons.
The Crave Cares is really an embedded culture within the Crave organization.
By volunteering its kitchen, Crave Restaurant is dishing up a helping hand. And that's a recipe for success. Crave has 3 locations, including right here at Galleria. They'll be opening a store in Orlando soon. If you wish to nominate a nonprofit for consideration by Crave Cares, visit their website, craveamerica.com. We'd like to take a moment and thank the chefs, the owners, even the customers at Crave for allowing us to bring you this broadcast from their beautiful facility. Order off the menu. You're sure to enjoy it. We'd also like to thank all of our guests for bringing their expertise to the program and to you for watching. For now, I'm your host, Lillian McDonald. You've been watching In Edina. Until next time, Have a great day.